which I am super excited about because we are going to be talking about the all-new KKW fragrance collection, which is in collaboration with her florist, LEATHAM. I hope I am saying that name right. I did go ahead and pick up all 3 scents in this collection for you all today. So we will be going through the specs of it, the pricing, the packaging, and of course, the actual fragrances and how they smell. Just to note, everything will be time-stamped down below. So without further ado, let's get right on into it. I am gonna start out quickly with the pricing and the packaging. Let's talk about the packaging first because they killed it with this packaging. Before this collection, my favorite packaging was definitely the Kendall collection. I thought it was super sleek, super cool, but this is cool on a whole new level. So it comes in this box. You see the LEATHAM by KKW fragrance right there. And you open it up as so, and you have the little bottle in the center, of course, and you have this just a beautiful display box for the fragrance. So inside corresponds to the flower. So for example, this is Desert Rose, so there are roses inside. But for the Night Iris, for example, once you open it up, you have the iris inside of the box. And then this is just, it's so beautiful the way that it opens, the way that it closes, and it feels super expensive. Now the actual bottle itself, I want to say this is like ceramic, and it's definitely a little bit heavy, so it definitely feels nice and luxurious. I didn't know if I made this up or if I saw this somewhere, but I thought that with this packaging, you could use this as like a little vase, but you can't. So basically there's like this little mouthpiece, but it corresponds to like where this ends, like where the stopper is. So there's no actual place to like put a stem in there. But I did kind of want to note that and point that out because when I got it, I was super excited. And I was like, even if I don't like these fragrances, I'm gonna like use this as like a little mini vase for like 1 or 2 flowers or for like baby breath. But yeah, I just want to point that out there because you can't really do that. And as far as the pricing goes, each of these retails for $40 and you get 1 ounce of product. I did go ahead and pick up the trio from the website, which was $110. Now let's get into what these actually smell like. So what I'm going to do is spray each of these in a different location. I'm gonna give it like 60 seconds to dry down, and then I'll come back and let you know what I think they smell like. So I'll start with Desert Rose, and I'm gonna spray this right over here. And I'm just gonna do 1 spray each. Next up with Jasmine Air, I'm going to spray this on the other hand. And I do want to mention I did not smell these beforehand. This is like a true first impression. Ooh, Jasmine Air, I can already smell it. That smells good. And then the last one is Night Iris, which I will be spraying, I guess, inside of my elbow. Like I said, I'm going to give that like a minute or 2 just to dry down just a tiny bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to smell these and I'm going to tell you what I think they smell like, and then I'll actually go ahead and read the notes that are in there and see kind of like my opinion and how they compare. Okay, let's get started with Desert Rose. I'm smelling lots of tuberose. I personally really like tuberose scents. To me, tuberose kind of smells like a floral version of bubblegum, which sounds really strange. And then besides tuberose, I think I smell like a little bit of muskiness. I do wonder how this will kind of dry down throughout the day, because for right now, I'm really mostly smelling tuberose. So according to the notes, the top notes are white tachibana flower, pink peppercorn, and cypress. The heart is lavish jasmine and majestic carnal tuberose. And then the dry down is musk, creamy bourbon, and solar amber. So like I said, I'm smelling a ton of tuberose, mostly tuberose. I can definitely smell a little bit of that jasmine in there as well. So yeah, I feel like this scent is not super complex, and I honestly don't feel like it's super unique because I feel like there is a lot of tuberose scents out on the market and they all kind of smell similar, because I feel like tuberose, if you have that note in there, it ends up being that your fragrance mostly smells like tuberose. So yeah. Next up, let's talk about Jasmine Air. Yum. Oh my God, that smells like decadent, delicious, but not like a sweet pastry. Like it just smells so good. Wow, okay, that smells interesting. I feel like this smells kind of citrusy. Like it kind of is like half citrus, half floral, or maybe like 65% floral. It smells very fresh, very springy, very like fresh, like out of the shower, but not like a soapy type of fresh, you know what I mean? I definitely smell that jasmine in there. I definitely smell that citrus, maybe like an orange or a grapefruit. It also kind of smells a hair fruity, almost like a peachy note in there. So yeah, I feel like this is sort of kind of equally citrusy, fruity mixed with like that jasmine floral. This honestly smells incredible and extremely unique. Like unlike the first one, I feel like this is a scent that I have never smelled before and I love it. All right, so according to the website, the opening notes are a sparkling citrus and exotic blood orange layered with lush greenery. The heart is Bulgarian rose, precious jasmine, and rare okay, I don't know how to pronounce this, osmanthus. Okay, so I think that that's sort of like where the fruity note is coming from. That is actually a plant, but there's another fragrance by Atelier Cologne, and it's called Love Osmanthus, and it's that note, but it kind of smells peachy, if that makes sense. So I think that's kind of where I'm getting like that fruitiness from. And then it says that the dry down is amber, vanilla musk, and patchouli. But yeah, I'm not really smelling any of those dry down notes. All right, last up, let's talk about Night Iris, which, yeah, I mean, this smells divine. I love the Jasmine Air. Also, this is very different. This is like a nighttime, sexy, sultry type of scent, but like literally the second I sprayed it, I was like, yes, I am going to love this. Okay, so sorry that I'm like literally covering my face, but okay, this is a really interesting scent. It's not like a scent I've ever smelled before. Like I said, it's seductive. It's definitely a nighttime scent. I also feel like the scent really mirrors like how the bottle looks and just like the vibe, if you will. I definitely smell some type of berry fruity note and a little bit of like sweetness, but I don't know, it just smells like a sensual nighttime, sexy berry sweetness type of scent. I have to be completely honest, I don't really know what iris smells like or is supposed to smell like, and I feel like this is one of those scents where besides like the berries and like sort of like this fruity note and this sensual, it's hard for me to say like what notes I'm smelling, so let me go ahead and read what it says. Okay, so it says that opening notes wild berries, spicy black pepper, and bright bergamot. I smell a little bit of bergamot, I think a little bit of that pink pepper. It says the middle is a floral heart of night, butterfly dahlia, tobacco leaves. Okay, so that's kind of what I smell. I kind of feel like I smell like a mix of like the wild berries and the tobacco leaves. And then it says the middle note is also blue iris. And then the dry down says patchouli, resinous benzoin, and sandalwood. So I definitely can kind of smell that base note of the sandalwood like mixed with the tobacco to make this sensualness, this sexiness, and make this like that nighttime scent. And then like I said, I really smell those berries and a little bit of the black pepper. So I only have 3 fragrances, but I do quickly want to rate them. And this is a hard one for me. This is really hard because I feel like Night Iris and Jasmine Air are kind of equal. These are both incredible, delicious, very different. Like I feel like they're both like delicious and sensual and yummy, just in the way that like, not in the way like a gourmand scent, just in the way that they just smell incredible. I definitely feel like Jasmine Air is totally daytime. Night Iris is totally nighttime. Like I feel like Night Iris is kind of giving me like a nighttime summer type of scent, like going out type of scent. But if I had to pick between the two of what is like my number 1 favorite, I think Night Iris would win because this is truly the most interesting scent. Like I really haven't smelled anything quite like this. I do feel the same way about Jasmine Air, but Jasmine Air is citrusy and it's floral, and I feel like I don't have a fragrance that's like Jasmine Air, but I feel like I could probably like mix a few to kind of get this scent. But Night Iris is something different. This is something unique. This is really an amazing scent. So this would definitely be my number 1. This would definitely be my number 2. And then obviously 3rd place would be Desert Rose. I do like Desert Rose, do not get me wrong. It definitely smells very tuberose. I personally really like tuberose scents, but I think the issue with this one is that I just don't feel like it's that unique. Personally, when I smell a tuberose scent, it's kind of like one of those fragrance notes that it kind of just smells like other fragrances with tuberose. It's not super unique, but that being said, it's not a bad fragrance at all. It's not that I don't like this. I do like it. I just don't think it's that unique because I do own other tuberose scents. And with that being said, that is all for today's video. I hope you found this video super helpful if you are looking to pick up this collection and you need to make up your mind on which fragrance to pick up. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up. It really helps a small creator like myself here on YouTube. And if you do decide to pick any of these up, please let me know down below in the comments, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!